Want it going that much. I don't know if I've seen a budget sub flex like that before. That thing's really hitting it. Wow. I can't get over that thing. Wow. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back. Subs and Paws. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed my last video. It was the top subwoofers, $150 and less. I tried to get everything I had that I have. I mean, I know there's a ton of other stuff out there. I'm still getting in budget subwoofers. I want to do a really budget subwoofer, like an under $80. Maybe we'll do an under $80 video. That way we can include some decent ones and still some go down to $30 subwoofers. There are 12-inch subwoofers that are 30 bucks out there. So right here today we're going to do 150 and up. Now there's no cap on the up. Okay, so we're going to show you guys woofers that are, you know, well over $500, $500, 150, because we're going to stick to that 150 mark. Pretty sure this guy here goes for about 150 now. This one right here about 300. This one right here 2 and some change. This one right here around 2. That one right there, you can't buy it anymore, but there is a replacement. And guys, there's so many other brands that I don't have that I would love to mention. Sundown Audio. I do have an LCS. I had an E-Series. So I mean, I've had many other brands. Some I've sold off. Some I still have a hold on to. So guys, we're going to get into this video. I'm going to try to show you an in-depth of each woofer. And as I show you that woofer in the back end of the video, I'm going to show you guys the woofers actually doing what they do. Alright, I'm going to try to include a dB test if I can. Let's get right into it, guys. Alright, so we'll be right back. First woofer will be right in front of you. Hey guys, welcome back. So, sitting in front of you here, my son was just noticing. He was like, "Dad, you have a lot of speakers on the table." And he said, "That's a lot of work." And I said, "Yes, it is." And he said, "Just taking one speaker out is a lot. Never mind what you're doing." And I said, "Yeah, it is. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you." And I hope you guys appreciate it just as much, guys. So in the beginning, like, share, subscribe, guys. Thank you. So we're going to start off here with the Def Bonts. I never want to leave them out of anything anyways, because this company has really, like Car Audio came out of nowhere and took everywhere by storm. Def Bonts has been around for a while, except this past year they really stepped up their game and they appealed to all audiences. And not only that, but on Black Friday they gave, I don't know if it was like 20 or 30% off of all of their speakers across the whole line, guys. The whole line, from the budget subwoofer, from I think it's like 70 or 80 bucks. It's a slim, and it even looks pretty decent. It's a slim Machete, I think. And this one right here was on a Black Friday sale. So if the first thing you notice anyways is the huge beefy surround that it has. Now there's no, now every company saves their money in their own specific ways. These guys, they went with the glued surround and cone, where some companies go for the stitched. Some are single stitched, some are double stitched. I don't know if I've seen triple stitched. I should look that up. Huge double magnets on the bottom. They went with a cast, I think this is steel. Cast steel, maybe aluminum, I'm not sure. But cast basket, simple design, It's their, I haven't seen any like this design, so I'm guessing it's probably their own thing. They have the push terminals on this. Now, nothing super fancy for the spider or the tinsel leads. They're just regular single leads here. I don't know if I can get this light down a little bit further so we can actually see inside the sub. Hold on 1 second. Let's see how far I can get this. Get this over here. Okay. And get that down there. Let's see. I kind of got my light hanging down right now. Let's see if that works. Alright, let's see. Ooh, look at that. Nice. And you can even see it from the side. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. There we go. Now we're having some business. Alright, so we have the single leads here. And like that on both sides. There you go. Alright guys, so we'll be right back with another sub. Alright, now here's one that everybody asks for all the time. I only have this one here. I believe I paid even used for this. I believe it was somewhere around $150. And you really don't get much better than that. And the reason I got the deal was because it had an imperfection on the cone, which doesn't affect anything else. Now, as you can see, they chose to DD Audio. This is DD Audio, by the way. This is the Redline series. They chose to go with again the glued surrounding cone. And also, again, now this is different. The surround is foam, where the last one we had, I think it's a pressure treated foam. Alright, so let's see what we got here now. So these guys got single leads here. Again, DD Audio has single leads. Now I believe this is their budget version, so I would expect as you get better in their series, you're going to get a better quality subwoofer, because again, you have just a basic stamp basket here. And the single leads, now they have push terminals, and I'm just guessing that this is a double magnet down here, like the Machete that we just had, the Machete Fight. Alright, so we'll be right back. I don't know if I covered everything on there. The Machete Fight has a pole, it does not have a pole vent on the bottom, I believe. I'll say it in the next video. This one does. Pole vent over here. Plenty of breathing area here. Alright, so we'll be back with our next sub. Alright guys, so now there is the Memphis Car Audio M5. Now we're looking right at the single push terminal leads. Now these are kind of just spaced out between the sub, and you can tell this one's definitely it's definitely put some work on it. They have a nice, I've seen this on a few other subs now too, for the voice coil to breathe, but they have little, some companies just have this wide open, and I really don't like that, the wide open, but I mean, there's not supposed to be anything in your box anyways, really, so. Double magnet here with the magnet boot, the Memphis boot, and now these guys have their own basket. This is a Memphis basket, steel, I believe, yeah, it's steel, or aluminum maybe? Yeah, maybe aluminum. But stamped with the Memphis. What else we got here? Let's see the bottom. Down here, ooh, nice pole vent with the same screening. That's on the voice coils. Same screening. Nice. So this looks like a decent woofer. Now it's a little, the surround isn't as beefy, but with how beefy this sub is itself, it does put out some power. Now I know they have a new version of this also. I don't know if it's the same M5. I don't know if it's an M5 or an M6. And I know they make an M6 and an M7, which they really get some crazy subs then. Now again here now you're going to see just a single stitched, and this is a graphite dust cap and cone all in one. So that's a little bit different than the other ones we just seen. Alright guys, I think that about covers that one. So we'll be right back with our next sub. Stay tuned. Alright, now this one in front of you here is the Rockford Fosgate. I don't know if anybody could tell just by looking at it. Now Rockford Fosgate has been around forever. They've pretty much mastered their art. They have a full line budget subwoofers, full line of like pre-budget subwoofers, their punch line, and then they have their power line, which are very good sounding competition subwoofers. Alright, so here we have, this is the P2. This happens to be a 12-inch. Now, Rockford Fosgate with this is the punch. Now they chose to go with the glued surround. And now this is a vast surround, their vertical attached surround technique. They started that with the P2, the P3, and went from there. They also include with their, I don't think the Prime has a basket or a ring. I think it's only the Punch and the Power series. Let's see what else we got here. So this comes off like so, goes on like so, it clicks right in, goes into place. They have their nice baskets that they always have, their nice baskets. Pole vent down the bottom. Huge, look at this. You can see me pressing on this, so you know that it's, a lot of this is fake. This has, I don't know if I can get this off. I've seen people take them off before. Let's see there. Oh, look at that. Oh, it is double magnet. So it is a double magnet under here, the P2. Alright, let's get that back on there. Alright. So, guys, let's see what else we got here. So the boot magnet on there. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Now, this you can't even see the tinsels on the spider here. They're just underneath and they're completely hidden. Push terminals on here, and the speaker wire goes down and underneath and up right there. Alright, so we'll be back. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm really excited because I had the P2 just now. So now this is an addition here. Let's see if I can duck this down a little bit. This is an addition that you can buy. I believe they sell them for the whole line, and I think even the budget, the Prime ones, they you can fit these. If they have the rings, you can fit them. If they don't have a ring, you wouldn't be able to hold it down. So that would be your factor of if you could have it or not. So they're really nice. This is the basket that, or the ring that comes with it, the beauty ring. This is the part that you would actually buy. It's like 20-30 bucks, but it's really nice. It's I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of concaved like that. So the subwoofer, when the subwoofer moves, it can still move freely inside of this big, and that's like an inch of excursion, an inch and a half maybe of excursion there. Alright, so this is the P3. This is the last one of the Punch series before you get to the Power series. And now still, even with the P3, they have the glued surround. It's not stitched. And this also has the VAST, the vertical surround technique, the vertical attached surround technique. They're same basket wise here, the way that you screw down your beauty ring. I'm not going to take this off. I'm just guessing it's probably a little bit bigger double magnets than on the P2. Why not? Why don't we just try to take a look? Come on, girl, get your... They're really hard. I don't know why they're so hard to... And this now, let me see if that... Oh yeah, the P2 does have these little vents for the voice coil here. And the same idea with the tinsels. You can't see the tinsels on the spider here. And the wiring is pretty much the same. It's push terminal and up and through here. Pole vent, same deal. Each one of their speakers says exactly what it is, right on it. This says P3 right here. The P2 says P2. P1 says P1. I think the prime say the prime what it is. So the T1 says T1 right on it. So guys, we'll be right back. We're gonna come back with their long rivaling competition. All right. Then we'll go up to some bigger boys. Alright guys, so welcome back again. So this, like I said, is the main competitor for like the last 40 years. Rockford Fosgate. This is JL Audio. They've been right there with them right along. Now this is their W3 version. Probably their answer to Rockford Fosgate's Punchline. Except their line is not as vast as Rockford's line. They make fewer subwoofers. Their lines are really good, and their differences between each one are magnificent. This is one of my favorite sound quality subwoofers. One of the nicest, best ones I've ever heard. I really love the sound that the W3 has. For what it is, it's basically a double magnet subwoofer. Let's see where the single 4 ohm or 2 ohm they come in. You can see your small leads there. Now most of their technologies are patented, so usually most of the things that they do with these are patented techniques that they've been mastered over the past 40 years. Which that's what this is. It's a phenomenal subwoofer that they put a lot of engineering into. Now, most of their subwoofers, I believe they're just glued on cones. It's a full cone. This does have a beauty ring that goes in here. I don't have the beauty ring. It's since been lost. And now there is a vent down here. It's not caged off or fenced or anything like that, but there is a vent for the voice coil. And there's no pole vent down the bottom here, and this is the 12W3V3-4 JL Audio. Alright, so I think that about covers that one. So we're gonna jump right back to Rockford. We'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. Oh boy, I guess I gotta move the camera back. Hold on a second here. Let's see here. Alright, there she is. Alright, let's get the light out of the camera. Alright, so this is the Rockford Fosgate T2i. We're not going to show the T1. We're just going to jump through that. We're going to go straight to the T2. This is the beauty ring that comes with the T2. Nice, heavy duty piece of machinery there. Nice. And again, this has the their vertical attached surround technique. This one actually, this is so heavy, so huge. 4-inch voice coil. Again with the Rockford, you can't see the tinsel leads. I can see wires all over the place inside. This is the inside here. You can see the voice coil, huge, and I think there's 1, 2, 3 huge magnets inside of here. Let me see if you can see them. Oh, there they are, right here. Huge magnets. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 huge. I mean, these are like, they're huge magnets. And the push terminals, 2 on each side. Well, you know, the same push terminals. These are big terminals too. I'm guessing probably 8 gauge wire all day. And this is the T2D212. They made in the T2 they did not make a 10-inch in the black version. In the silver version they made a T210. In the black version they made a 12 and a 15. That's where they stopped at that. Let's see what else we got. And yeah, a huge, massive pole vent on the bottom. And this thing weighs a ton. And I just keep it in a safe place when it's not in my car. Sounding phenomenal. Let's see if we can tilt that a little bit for you there. I don't want to drop it. Alright. Here we go. Alright guys, so we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I just wanted to make sure I included these in the video for the best of, because before the pandemic these were actually $150. I think they might even been $140. Since then they've gone slightly up depending on who you're buying it from, anywhere from $160 to $200, and I've seen them even higher than that. So this is the Audiopipe TXX BDC4. They made another one before this. It had a different dust cap. This one has just the regular dust cap. The other one had like a raised dust cap in the middle there. Beefy surround. This thing has one of the largest I've seen on a 10-inch woofer, maybe even ever. This thing has a huge surround. People were even telling me that this was a 12-inch, that this was an 8-inch because it was so small, and it's a 10-inch. One of the things I like about these now, okay, so we have the pole vent down the bottom there, 4-stack motor here. And now one of the things that they did, I was just trying to say this here, now they made it very easy to wire here. Now you wire your plus and your minus here, and you wire to over here to your plus and your minus, and they actually put a separate terminal thing on here just to go to your speakers. So you wire your plus to your minus, or your plus to your plus, your minus to your minus, and your speakers go right here, right out to your amplifier, and you're wired in parallel. Has nice cooling vents here for your voice coil. Has a nice screen here. Nothing's getting inside of there. Some companies don't put that, you know, much protection there, so that is really nice to see. Okay, so moving on here, we're gonna get into our Infinity reference subwoofer. Now this speaker here, just like the Kappa, it has selectable impedance, and you can go from 2 to 4 ohms in a switch. Now one thing they did on the speaker to make it more affordable is they did not put push terminals here, they put clips. So you have to buy the terminal clips for your speaker to wire this up. I mean, or you could put bare wire on there if you wanted to. Really, you could put bare wire through the little hole there, and that would still work without the clips. But I'd recommend using the clips. This speaker actually performed really good. I was really surprised with this speaker for the budget sense that it is. Has a beautiful rubber surround, plastic cone, which I'm not the fondest of, but it does the work. this plastic, the plastic part where you screw the speaker down, I'm not the fondest of, just because you have to use certain kind of screws. It doesn't feel like they go in there all the time, but it still works. It gets the job done. Now, if you look at, I just said about the voice coil cooling, this has just little vents in here. That has the other one had a screen, so this can actually get particles, more particles inside than the other one with the small screen. Very small screen. You're not going to get almost anything in there. And this has single leads. They're actually woven right onto the spider. And this here has huge leads. The Audiopipe, I forgot to say that. The Audiopipe here. Let's see if I can get that back on camera here. Down in here, huge leads. Just like the Soundtown that we showed. And last but not least, I want to make sure I get the tympano in here, because this right here, Black Friday, guys, this was $59, and I got the 10-inch and the 12-inch, and these things are phenomenal. They're reminiscent of Scar's SDR series, slightly different on the motor down here. The basket is very similar. Now again, if you look at the vents here, now that's not to say you should have anything inside your box, but when people cut their boxes or make a new box, sometimes the box doesn't get cleaned out all the way and there's leftover sawdust inside. And the sawdust, when your speaker is moving around and moving air around, is going to move the sawdust around. And guess where that sawdust is going to go? It's going to go inside your voice coil, and you don't want sawdust inside your voice coil. So one thing, guys, very important to clean out your box when you're, especially if you're making it or cutting something, clean out your box properly, because you don't want to get sawdust inside your voice coil. And I'll show you the face of the tympano. I love the beefy surround. They do the trick. Very impressive. Very impressive tympano. And again, for the budget-wise, they still went with the push terminals. Single leads on the spider. Alright guys, we're going to get this video out to you. I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed making it. Take care of yourselves and each other, guys. Peace! Alright guys, welcome back. So this is one of the more impressive companies now. They pretty much went and made speakers, and they made a whole line of them, and they did a really good job with them. They took the best of the best and tried to occupy their speaker with the best of the best. So right off the bat, you guys noticed that huge surround. A lot of people have said in my comments that's an 8-inch woofer. It's not an 8-inch woofer, it's a 10-inch woofer. Why is the dust cap so small? It's basically, that's all it is like a dust cap. And double stitched here too. I don't know if you can see that. Double stitched, look at that. Double stitched, little teeny dust cap cone. They got the thick rubber around the basket. Look at these leads now. They did the leads right. Huge leads. They're like 4 times what a regular lead is, maybe 3-4 times. Now they even did something different on these also. So you put your 2 wires here, and you wire to your other side here, and then this goes right to your speaker. Very simple. Let's see, and these are woven right into the spider. And if you notice again how I said I like that little screen, well, they have a nice tight little screen right here for the voice coil to breathe. And I know you guys all noticed there's no magnet, there's no boot magnet on here, but there's 4 lovely sized magnets on this that make this beast move. And pick her up, she's a little heavy. And our little pull vent down the bottom, stick 2 fingers inside of there, look at that. Alright, so guys, let's see, I don't want to miss anything here. Alright, oh yeah, and the basket also specially made. This must even be their number for their patent. So, Audiopipe TXX BDC4. This is the 10-inch version. Oh, and also, guys, let's see, what did we cover? The Machete. I believe they only make 12s. I never thought of that. The DD Audio, I'm pretty sure in that series they only make 12s. The Memphis now, I'm pretty sure they make a 6.5 inch, an 8 inch, 10 inch, a 12 inch, and a 15 inch. And now Audiopipe has an I think they have the 6.5. Yeah, they have the 6.5 inch BCD4. Then they have the 8 inch. They have a 10 inch. They have the 12 inch, 15 inch, and I think that's where they stop at the 15 inch. And really, guys, if you had one of these and a 15 on some good power and a good box, you're going to be golden all day. So, guys, we'll be right back with the next sub. Alright, guys, welcome back. Let me. They got the DD back on. Don't worry about the cone, guys. That doesn't have any effect on it. So if you do see a speaker like that that has just a dent in the cone, there's nothing wrong with it. I actually repaired this, and it was like flaking, so I glued it back down there, and it just has the dent now that I'm not gonna even bother with. I'm just gonna leave that. It doesn't affect anything. So here we go again. I'm gonna start off nice and slow. We got it on real-time power. Got it on real-time power. So it's going to take the real-time power, show you what it's actually getting at this moment, and then we'll gradually bring it back up. Alright, so very low power. It's moving a little bit. You can hear a little bit of bass coming out of the box. Let's go up a little bit more. See where we're at here. I got high hopes for this guy. Now this is like I think it's around a $200 speaker, maybe $250 new. DD, they're American based, I believe. This particular woofer is not made in America, from what I've heard. I don't know my personal self. I'm just telling you what other people have told me or corrected me on. Alright, so we're gonna go up a little bit more here, because I know this thing can take a lot more because it's not even moving. Let's see where we're at here. Might have to back this up a couple of times. Give it a little bit more. There she goes. Now she's moving. Alright, so we're sitting around 3 ohms. I saw 545 on the marker there. I think this is 600 RMS, 1200 max, I believe. I'm going to try to load all these into the video when I'm doing it. When I'm actually putting it together. Alright, let's see what we got. 435 at 3.4 ohms. Alright. Let's give it another go. Look at that go. Wow. And it's moving some air too. Let me tell you. So we got 6. So we got the RMS power. Alright, let's try it one more real quick here. Wow! see what we got there. I'm gonna back it down, see what we got. 1218 watts at 3.4 ohms, guys. So I think we definitely hit our mark, considering this is wired at 2 ohms right now. It's a dual 4 ohm, and we're at 3.4 ohms, so that's almost 4 ohms, and it got 1200 watts. Unbelievable, DD. Thank you for impressing us again. So guys, stay tuned again, because we'll be back real soon. Got another video coming your way. Plenty of more woofers. Plenty more excursion, guys. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Stay on the edge of your seats. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so we got the Rockford Fosgate 12-inch P2 up in the box. I believe it was 500 or 600 watts. Let me just check real quick. Alright, here we go. So we got... Okay, so this sub comes in 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, and 15-inch. And same deal with it has the VAS system. I think we said that during the opening. And I haven't found any... Alright, let's see what these guys say. I'm going to the Rockford Fosgate site. 400 watts RMS. Okay, that's what we were looking for there. Alright guys, so let's get our power supply going. Alright. Get our... I'm going to bring it down. I don't know how high it is. There we go. I don't know what that is. Must be some kind of interference with something. Alright. There we go. So I got it on live power right now. So now this is wired to no, this is a D2, so it's actually wired to 1 ohm. Okay. So, okay, so it's sitting around 1 to 2 ohms, faithfully. So let's give it a little bit more power. See what it's still sitting around. Now again, like the JL Audio, I think this box is probably at least around double the size of what it's supposed to be. I don't have the grill on either, so you guys can see a little bit more excursion out of the sub. Alright, so we're getting 60 watts there, so let's give it a little bit more power. Oh, it sounds nice. Alright, so let's put it on dyno power now, so we get a good reading of what we're doing here. Alright, so we're at 1.3 ohms. We got 310 watts. Alright, so that's about, what, half of... Oh, that's almost RMS. So let's go right here. We're going to get RMS right now. Alright. And I think I got one more here. Alright, let's see what we got there. 848 watts, guys, at 1.6 ohms. So I'm going to say without a doubt, definitely passed that test. Did the RMS and actually did the max, which would be 800, and even went over the 800 mark. So guys, we'll be right back with our next speaker. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, guys. Alright, guys. So, I figured out what was going on. I got it all fixed up. I had one single wrong wire in the wrong place, and that's what the deal was. So, we're just going to get right straight into this. Get her going already. Now, remember, 250, guys, to 500 is RMS. 250 to 500. So if we're getting 250 on there, we got RMS. If we're getting 500, we got RMS. If we're getting 1,000, we got max. Alright, so let's go up another notch here. Another 2 notches. I'm going to flip it over to dyno mode. No. Alright. See where we're sitting at around now. So 3 ohms, 160 watts. Let's see what we got here. We got 379, so we have RMS. We got 380. Let's try one more. One more shot up. Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's see what we got here. 797, I'm good with that all day long. Alright guys, so we'll be right back. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back. Subs and Paws. What's going on, guys? So now I have the Memphis M5 12. Let me, I just told myself I was gonna look this up before I put the video on. M5 12. Boom. Alright. So we have so 600 RMS, I was right. 600 RMS, I'm guessing 1200 max. Graphite speaker, dual 4 ohms, we're wired to 2 ohms. Fiberglass reinforced cone, so it's not graphite, it's fiberglass reinforced cone. So I apologize about that. Stitched rubber surround, if you guys didn't notice, the single stitch, it's single stitch rubber surround. And beautiful job, guys. So we're going to try and get 600 watts into this guy and see where we go. We're on live, our live dyno. And let's back this up a little bit. And go. I'm going to start off low again like we always do. Like we always do about this time. Let's see if I can back this up a little bit. There you go. There we go. Alright, let's give it some more power. We're on live now, remember? Give it a little bit more, see where we're at. Alright, so we're sitting, whoa, jumping all over the place with our ohms. Now again, guys, we're using a box that's at least double the size that they call for recommended ported. Alright, let's see, we're going to jump up another one here. And we're going to go to, now the last time I had this going, I had it rocking and I started smelling coil on it. So I'm going to try not to get it so I smell coil this time. Let's go to dyno power. So we got 139 watts. We're sitting pretty high in ohms too, like between 3 to 6, 7. I've seen it up pretty high there. Okay. So we got 200 watts, 3.6 ohms. Let's get some RMS here, see what we're at here. 277, and it's hammering, guys. Yeah, I don't know if we're going much higher than that. 317. I'm gonna try one more real quick, guys, just for the video. All right, let's see what we got. 491. So we didn't even get RMS yet. Come on, baby. Let's see what we got now. Give me RMS. We got 491. Here, let's cycle back around. I want to see at least RMS out of this. Okay, there's real time, dyno power. Alright, let's back her up. Alright, let's see. Woo! Holy crap. Now it doesn't say we're clipping over there, I don't think either. Alright, let's see what we got now. 1,186 watts at 3.7 ohms. So we got it, guys. And we got really close to max, which they didn't even claim was a viable number, because they only gave the RMS power. And usually when companies do that, they mean stay around 500 watts, and that's what they mean. So guys, 1,186 watts, 3.7 ohms. She did really good. I think she did phenomenal. So guys, we'll be right back with another sub. Don't go anywhere. Stay right on the edge of your seats. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so I got the Audiopipe TXX BCD4. This is the 10-inch version. Guys, no, it's not an 8-inch. This is not an 8-inch. It is the 10-inch. I don't know how many people I had comment on it. That looks, it's not, it doesn't, no, it's a 10-inch. All right, so keep going here. It's on a little bit. We'll give it a couple more there. We're on live power. Alright, we're working. Let's go on dyno power. We'll try to get this one a little bit faster. I do have a little teeny bit of polyfill in the box right now too, to kind of smooth out that back wall when it hits the back wall. It seems like these boxes, it's having that problem. So if you have a box and it's like this, they're tuned to like 40 hertz. If you put some polyfill just under the woofer where that back wall is, it'll sound a lot better. All right, let's get this thing moving. What do we got here? We got 104 watts. Maybe sitting around 5 ohms. Wow. All right, let's see what we got here. See if I can look up the. Okay, so it says this is 900 RMS. 900 RMS. So, we got 330 something watts right there. Let's go up again. Now again, this amp has plenty of power, so we have plenty of power here to do whatever we need. Woo! Nice. What do we got? 395. So steer nowhere near.
Let's see if I can get up here now. I'm gonna go up one shot, guys. What do we got? I think we got our number there. We got 1057, I think. All right, 1057 watts. So we have our RMS plus a little bit, so I'm good with that. And it was taking the power all day long. I would have left it there and it would have been just fine in your car, in your house, whatever. It was coming up just fine. So guys, I'm gonna say this is definitely a pass test here. Glad I did this again. Very glad I did it. I'm glad you guys helped me out, and I'm glad we get through this together. All right. So let me save that there. All right. So we'll be back real soon, guys. I got one more for you, and then we're gonna wrap this video up. All right, guys. So take care of yourselves and each other. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Let me just adjust this real quick. Just want to make sure I had that on the camera there. And okay, the dyno's going. All right, that's working. Very little bit of power going in, and it already sounds phenomenal. Now, these JL Audio subwoofers, they're designed to take a little bit of power and use that power to its full advantage. So you don't have to give these things a lot of power. Let me look up for a second how much this actually is. Alright, so 500 watt. I don't know if that's RMS or max. Let me check on here. Hold on. You guys just enjoy that woofer there for a minute. Alright, so this is the single 4 ohm. So it just says 500 watt at 4 ohm. It doesn't say anything other than that. It doesn't say RMS or max. It only, and that says on multiple places. So we're gonna try to give it a few hundred watts and see what it takes. Let's give it a little bit more. Get her moving a little bit. How's that looking for you guys there? Alright, she's moving a little bit. Let's get her moving a little bit more. It sounds phenomenal, by the way. If you guys can translate that on your headphones or your car stereos, or in your house, it sounds really good. And we're giving it, okay, so now we're wired at 4 ohms, guys, and it's sitting 6-7 ohms. Yeah, 6 ohms. And this speaker is broken in now. This is not a brand new speaker by any means. So technically it should be sitting in that 4 ohm range, but this is a much larger box, I think, than they call for. Let me look on here. Okay, so it says 175. So this is, I think this is almost double that what their ported enclosure calls for. So it's a much smaller enclosure. So this is much bigger. So let's go a little bit more. There we go. Now we're sounding good. All right, let's go on the dyno and see what we're getting for power here. I want to see what we're really getting for power. So 6 ohms, 168 watts. It's taking, it sounds nice and clean too. So 200 watts. 6.2 ohms. Let's go up one more. See how that sounds right here. Still, ooh, sounds really good still. Oh, boy. Look at that thing go. So we got 309 watts at 6.4 ohms. I don't know if I want to go any further than this, guys. This is kind of really pushing this sub right now. Let's just see what it sounds like for a second. Let's go back here. Alright, I might have to back it off. I don't know. Let's see. Wow. It sounds nuts. Wow. Sounds really good, guys. I'm gonna check the power in a minute. Look at that thing go. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna back it down and see what we got for power here. 656 watts, guys, and that was at 7.2 ohms. So this thing can definitely take the 500 watts that they claim it could take, and then some. And I'm not going to push it much further than that because, like I said, this box is almost twice as big as what they recommend to use. So we're really stretching the limits here. I would love to get this in the car. I'm gonna bring it in the car and demo it for you guys even further. That'll be a different video than this because this is the over $150 video. So guys, stay tuned for everything. We'll see you back real soon, guys. We'll have the next video coming your way in a moment, guys. JL Audio always coming through.